Hey guys, it's Leah here, and this is vlog number 22. My school had their first home football game, and we did horrible. But I did go to it, as you'll see, and it was a lot of fun to hang out with friends and to go and to just see how much our school supports the country we live in, and it's just... We also had our first pep rally, which was really good and exciting, even though Kira and I were stuck in senior section. Don't know how that happened. I'm getting over like a little bit of like some kind of sickness I had, so if I sound different, that is why. And I apologize for not getting a video out last week, but I hope you guys enjoy the vlog. There were 3 teenage boys who were taken captive to a country called Babylon. Those 3 boys' names were Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The king chose them to work for him because they were good-looking, young, and smart. Shortly after they got to Babylon, a 90-foot statue of the king was built. The king's name was Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar commanded everyone to bow down and worship this statue a few times a day. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they wouldn't do it. When the king found out, he was obviously upset, and so he brought the 3 teenage boys before him and said something along the lines of, "You better worship the statue when the time comes." And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to the king, "O Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to save us from it, and he will rescue us from your hand, O king. But even if he does not, we want you to know, O king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up." Daniel chapter 3 verses 16 through 18. But if you haven't heard the rest of the story, what happens is they don't bow down when everyone else bows down to the statue. So the king, Nebuchadnezzar, is really mad, so he tells the guards to throw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fire. And so they do. They get thrown into the fire, but they don't burn. And instead, Nebuchadnezzar sees a 4th person, and he's like, "How many people did we throw into the fire?" And the guards tell them, you threw 3 people into the fire, Nebuchadnezzar." And he was like, "Well, I see a 4th person who looks like the Son of God." So there are 3 points to this story that I'm trying to get at. First thing I want to get at is that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the Bible, they were never mentioned alone or separate from each other. They're always together in the Bible. It's important to surround yourself with like-minded Christians in life so that when the time comes to stand up for what you believe in, you won't be alone. The second point I have is that they had faith that their God would save them, and they thought that he would. But even if God didn't save them, they were going to stand up for him anyway. That takes a lot of courage and a lot of faith. And if I were ever put in that situation, I hope that I could do the same thing. The third point that I want to make is that, sorry guys, my camera died, but the last point that I wanted to make to you guys is that when you surround yourself with like-minded Christians and you stand up for what you believe in, you can count that God will be there with you in the fire, just like he was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Just because you might be standing up for God doesn't mean it will make things easier. Nebuchadnezzar didn't change his mind. In fact, he tried to make the fire burn even hotter than it was. God was still there with the 3 teenagers, and they made it out alive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to tune in next Thursday for my next video, which is going to be pretty awesome because we are going to be going to Night of Joy, which is at Disney, which I'm really excited about, and that's all I'm going to say there. You guys will be able to see what it is when you watch the video, so that should be really good. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you guys enjoy being awesome because that is what you are, and I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye!